Well, today is 29. We're quite a long way into this 100-day project, which is good. And the theme for today is Monet and purple butterflies. So obviously when you think of Monet, you think of his beautiful paintings with the water lilies, and I particularly like the one, I don't know what the name of the painting is, but the one with like the white Japanese bridge and the watercolors, the water lilies in front of it. So my sister did water lilies as well. I really couldn't think of anything other than water lilies that I would want to do that is inspired by his paintings. So I found this beautiful image on the Biodiversity Heritage Library on Flickr, and I just thought it was so pretty that I wanted to keep it fully intact and thought that it would be really good to have it as the center of a signature in a journal. So I'm doing a journal page with the intention that this will go in the center of the signature, so when you open it out you can see the full picture of these beautiful water lilies. So all I've done is I've put some ledger paper on the back of the printed water lilies picture, and I'm just trimming it down to size. So on the back side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make two long pockets on the edge of the page on each side, so there'll be two of them, and that's where I'm going to bring in the purple theme. As you can see on my desk, I've got some purple flowers, a flower I also got from the Biodiversity Library, and some purple butterflies. I think I might have got those ones from the Graphics Fairy, and I think one might have come from somewhere else, but I can't remember where it was from. And then I've got some beautiful embossed purple paper in a sort of a lavender colour that I got from Jenny May June on Instagram when I bought one of her journals. I've got quite a bit of that paper in the journal, and it's really pretty. And then I have two, I think they came with tea, not cigarette cards. I think they came in tea, maybe Tucker's tea or something like that. And they're Australian, and they are Australian birds, and I just thought one was a water bird, so it went well with the water lilies, and the other one's got a pretty purple theme going on. I thought it suited the water lilies as well. So I'll just let you watch for a few minutes while I decorate the tea-dyed strips of paper that I'm going to use as my pockets. finishing off my second pocket, and now I'm going to sew them on the sewing machine. And firstly, what I do is I sew down the long edge of the pocket, as you can see there, and then I've just sewed down the two sides. I've left the other long side open, the one right on the edge, because I'm going to glue this piece of Liberty fabric, which is about 1/2 inch wide, just onto the very edge of that pocket, and I'm going to fold it over, and then I will stitch it down, and that will close the pocket. I leave the fabric with the raw edges. I actually quite like it. Exposed, I think it looks good. You could actually fold it under if you want it neater. But I really like this Liberty fabric, and I thought it goes very nicely with the water lilies, and it's inspired, I think, by Monet's beautiful paintings of flowers that he does. So now what I'll do is I'll grab my sewing machine and I will just stitch straight along that side. I'm sorry you can't see it too well. It's a poor angle with my sewing machine, but you can see I'm just running it straight down that edge. About probably almost 1/4 inch from that edge. Not quite, because the fabric's a little bit thinner. So the fabric is now secured on both edges, and I have stitched around the 3 sides of my pocket to hold it in place. I don't really like the look of the stitch lines on the other side because they're not right across the page. I actually, in hindsight, could have stitched the whole way around the page. It would have looked better. So I just decided that I'm going to cover them up with a little bit of book page, and then I add a little bit of purple and one of those purple butterflies. Just adding on a tiny bit of collage onto the water lily page. I think it looks better than the stitching did. And now when you fold it, you've got a pocket on the outside of the 2 pages. So the pockets are inspired by the purple butterfly and Monet, and then obviously the inside is the Monet water lilies. And then I've got these little scraps of fabric and these beautiful tea cards, which are really pretty, of Australian birds. So I decide just to messily stitch the scraps of fabric that I had left over along the side of the tea cards. So my little double page with 2 pockets is done and dusted, with my little tea cards, 1 for each side, which I think are super cute, stuck in the end. So that's my purple butterfly and Monet inspired project for today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.